Hello and welcome to this second Sunday of Lent. Last week we stood with Jesus, carrying our own pain and anguish as he faced the evil one while he was tempted in the desert. So too this week we are invited to be transfigured with Jesus. This is what Lent is all about. Through our prayer, our fasting and our almsgiving, we are challenged to let ourselves be changed in form, to undergo a sort of metamorphosis, to leave our old ways behind in the dust and ashes of Ash Wednesday. Hearts are broken open, not to cause us pain, but so that the love of God may be poured into them, to let our humanity be so transformed that we come to share in the divine life of Christ itself, here and now and forever. Every year, on the second Sunday of Lent, we read the story of the transfiguration of Jesus, the Messiah, the Son of God, on his way to Jerusalem, and the journey which will end in his arrest, his condemnation and his mockery. He will be mocked, he will be whipped, he will be reduced to the level that the Bible itself says, "Cursed be the man who hangs on a tree." And he will hang on a tree and die. He knows what it is like to be at the edges of despair, to be just a very short distance from feeling that he has been abandoned and alone. And he knows this great disappointment will fill the hearts of his disciples, who will scatter in every direction when he's arrested in the garden. Jesus takes with him three of his most trusted disciples, Peter, James and John, and they go up to the high mountain. And we know everything important in the Gospels happens on a mountain, high up. He goes up the mountain and suddenly something changes. And then suddenly the whole scene changes and Jesus' face shines like the sun and his garments are as white as snow. The disciples see also that two people have suddenly appeared. As Jesus talks with Moses, the great teacher of the law, and Elijah, the great prophet, a voice comes from the cloud and says, "This is my son, the beloved. He enjoys my favour. Listen to him." I'm sure in recent weeks we've all been touched by the news reports of the catastrophic events in Turkey and Syria following the earthquakes. Why is this such a special gospel to read when we think about this, when we want to pay tribute to the people who seem to be being tested beyond their human ability to deal with it? The things that they most trusted, the things they felt pride and glory in, were destroyed before them, and a great fear swept the land because it was not over, and they were asked to sit, perhaps in solemn silence, waiting for help to come. Whenever we're in trouble, whenever it seems that our little world is being threatened, that the very earth under us creaks and quakes in seeming protest to the world that we have created, and whenever we feel that, especially these days, that we can only live day by day, because in a way the future is dark, the future is treacherous, and the future we can't even guess at, but only hope that it will be better than the present. These are the times when we seek Jesus and we think of Jesus, who gave his own disciples his vision before he suffered these things, that they might restore their faith in him who has come to be the one who will save them. And so today, perhaps we could think of our brothers and sisters in Turkey and Syria, and we say, "We have seen your worth, and God takes you to himself." When we say we have seen his glory, it means that we have seen what is really behind the little places where he hides, the depth and the loveliness and the importance of what it is to be a human being. Let us pray for all those who have suffered in these earthquakes. God bless you.